is none other than Odell Beckham Jr. of the New York Giants joining me here on the Rich Eisen Show. Odell, thanks for calling in. I appreciate it.
Man, thank you for having me.
Are you kidding me? I love watching you play football, and I don't care who knows it. It's just an incredible thing to behold. To what do you owe your style of play, Odell?
It's actually a lot of people. I've watched guys in and out. The Megatron, the Antonio Browns, Victor Cruz, Deshaun Jackson, Percy Harvin, Tavon Austin. All those guys are, a lot of guys that I tried to model my game after. I really just, I feel like I studied all the receivers, and I kind of just tried to incorporate it all into one game. And it's Vic being on my team, which is crazy because he was a guy that I watched so much. It's just so great to finally be able to, see what you've been watching for so long.
So you're talking about Victor Cruz. What was it like for you watching the first 4 games of this season? Look at your numbers now and wonder what in the world these numbers would look like if you were healthy from Jump Street this year. What was that like for you at the start of your career this year?
It was tough. It was tough being out and, just having to deal with everything, the frustration of, not being able to do what you love, which is play. And, everything else that came along with it, the frustration, just going around how long it was taking. And then I re-injured it, and it just, it was tough. It was tough at first. And then you have to, you're studying a whole new offense, another NFL playbook. It just seemed like nothing was going right. And, adversity always does something for you. And I think it kind of fueled me. And I tried to use that energy and create it in a positive way. And, whether it's learning the playbook, making sure I got that down, just maturing and understanding that, you're going to need to know these plays, and you just have to embrace the injury. You're out right now. You have to understand that. So do something to get better, whether it's learning the playbook or whatever it is. Whatever it is. Whatever the case may be.
Odell Beckham Jr. of the Giants, who set a Giants record with a 3rd straight game of 130 or more receiving yards, first rookie in NFL history with 130 or more receiving yards and 1 or more touchdown catches in 3 consecutive games, joining me here on the Rich Eisen Show. What happened yesterday, Odell, with the Rams defense? What was going on between you and them in that game yesterday?
Just passion, a lot of passion, a lot of love for the game. And, a lot of talk back and forth. And unfortunately, we had some players ejected. I think they had a player ejected. But, those are things that you get caught up in the heat of the moment. And it's not acceptable on our behalf, to do what we did. But at the same time, I can't fault the guy who's on my team who, you're supposed to play for the man next to you. You're supposed to be your brother's keeper. And they're out there laying it all on the line for the man next to them. So I love the passion and the energy that we played with. We have to do it in a smarter way.
Well, as for the figurative man, that's Tom Coughlin, who I'm referring to. It seemed as if he said something to you on the sidelines, and then your next touchdown, you did eventually hand the ball directly to the ref. Is he talking with you at all about comporting yourself in a certain way during the game whatsoever?
Absolutely. And not just in the game, we talk about it all the time, the Giants way. It's just a motto. It's a way of carrying yourself on and off the field. And, since day one, he's been on me tough. And it's, it's all tough love because, he wants the best from it. So it's been great to have him, coaching me during the game, letting me know, that that's not okay. And just, trying to find a balance and understanding of, where I'm coming from and where he's coming from. And, it's been a lot of fun this season with Coach Dawson.
Odell Beckham Jr. joining me now. Story out today that you've been texting back and forth with Michael Jordan. Yes, true story.
It's not. I mean, it's not like that. I don't think it's really.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to hang out at Christmas time together, but it's like
right,
it's
just been a few messages,
sure.
Just here and there, kind of just trying to see, what it takes to get to where he's at, that type of thing, and just a acknowledgement of. Him knowing I'm there, and I do want to reach out to him, but it hasn't been, let's go have dinner or anything like that.
Well, not yet. Not yet. Let's put it that way. So did Shaq get you that number? Because I know your dad and Shaq were roommates back in the LSU days. Was Shaq your entree into his airness?
No, I didn't get it from Shaq. I actually haven't talked to him in a while.
Okay.
I guess he's busy on TNT, you know. But yeah, I just kind of reached out and it just happened. You know, it just happened.
Okay. Now it's interesting how life goes down, Odell, right? I mean,
Right.
You get drafted in New York, and then you have to sit out, and then in front of the whole country, you make that three-finger catch. What was that like, that moment taking place? Did you realize at the moment what you accomplished and what stage you were on when you did it?
I really don't think at the time during the game I realized, you know, the heat of the moment or whatever you want to call it. I think I was just kind of still playing and just watching the replays and just going through the game and still, you know, thinking about it in the back of my mind after I made it, but it didn't really all hit me until I went to a signing and I saw a picture of it, and I just kind of, you know, I sat there for a minute and just kind of was just looking at it and you know, not in shock, anything like, but just, you know, somebody wake me up type thing like that. That really happened.
Well, I don't know. You can't see now, and nor do the radio listeners of this show, but the TV viewers know. I've done this entire interview without gloves, Odell, to prove that I can do it. Okay? That I can interview with or without gloves, just to let you know. Okay?
All right.
Yeah, I'm just trying to go next level right here. And I think the Giants, and this is not fantasy related, even though I had you in both leagues, and thank you for what you did in terms of that. Personally want to give you my thanks. I think the Giants should throw it to you every down this week and see who can stop it. What do you think of that idea?
Well, you know, if that's in the game plan, then that's in the game plan.
Oh, no. Let's not go humble here. What do you think, Odell Beckham Jr.? If I threw it to you every down, what do you think? What do you think? No one's going to stop you, right?
I guess we'll have to see Sunday.
Oh, see, I can't see. You're from good stock. Your parents taught you well. Coughlin's got you. Your head on straight. I try to get some bulletin board material out of you before we left. Maybe I should put my gloves on for the rest of this interview.
Maybe so.
Hey, Odell, thanks again. I appreciate you calling in, and I really enjoy watching you play, and I hope this is the first of many times we get to chat on this show and various other times.
Thank you, man. It was a privilege being here.
No, thank you. That is Odell Beckham Jr. at OBJ_3. I try to trip him up. Nobody can trip him up.
No, nobody can trip him up.
If the Giants threw to him on every, let's put it this way, and Law, you know it.
30 times a game, maybe?
Not to troll anybody here.
Are you trolling Law right now?
If Eli Manning is under center, and that's Bradley Fletcher out over there on number 13.
Okay.
It's coming his way.
Oh, yeah. Multiple times.
If Bradley Fletcher or anybody's on him and there's a safety over the top, it's coming his way. He's in the slot. He's outside the numbers. What else? Just try it 1 quarter. Tom Coughlin, Ben McAdoo, 1 quarter. Just 1 quarter against the Philadelphia. Just do it.
They have to keep a safety.
No, let's just do it. 1 drive. 1 drive. Every snap goes to 13. Put them in different spots.
Move them around.
Did you? And I think
different routes.
If I'm not mistaken, I don't know if we have the tweet built. But I do believe this is ownership-approved idea. Ownership-approved idea. Kate Mara of the Wellington Mara family. Her grandfather's name is on the football, the Duke, that he catches every week. Kate Mara tweeted out. She's got a new favorite number.
She does.
13 is my new favorite number. Hashtag Beckham Jr. Kate freaking Mara. Ownership approves my idea. Get it to him. One possession. What would that look like? What would it look like? 1 possession. Try it. Beckham, end around. Beckham in the slot.
He's got a big arm. He could throw it deep to someone, mix it up.
Little sluggo with him. And then just right down a sideline, just like in the Sunday night game. Try it. Who's going to stop it?
Rich,
Nobody.
In the move over from NFL media, I have my combine research package.
Yes, from last year.
From the 2014 research package. I busted it out during the interview.
What he was WO what? He was wide out what at last year's combine?
He was wide out number 3
for those
at last year's combine.
Really?
WO3. Okay,
Yeah.
nice.
Fitting.
WO3.
Yes.
He has some serious lineage. His mother was a 6-time All-American track star and sprinter for LSU, and his father played running back at LSU.
Right.
He broke the single-season records his senior year for LSU in receiving. So it's no surprise what he's doing, and he's missed 4 games this season.
And you were saying how stacked that LSU team was that he was on.
Yeah, how didn't they win? You have Jeremy Hill doing well for the Bengals. You have Jarvis Landry, who I think is in the top 5 in rookie wide receivers for catches. And then Zach Mettenberger, who, got injured. He got injured last year, too, with an ACL. But it's amazing they lost 3 games last year.
He's tough, as we all know.
Yeah.
And I understand. See, this is where Beckham and I are also simpatico here. I am the son of 2 New York City public school educators, which means it's natural for me to teach and show people the way and make sure that folks can blossom, plant the seed, and as my parents showed to all of their students, you just water it and watch it grow. New York Giants, you're out of the playoffs. So are the Eagles. 1 possession every snap. And Eli could stand out there and go, "It's coming to you, Odell! It's coming to you! Hey, Philadelphia, it's going to 13! Omaha, set! Every snap, do it."
Eric Allen isn't coming out of that tunnel for the Eagles
Who's
anytime
going to
soon.
stop it? Who's going to stop it? Fletcher, you're going to stop it? Allen, you're going to stop it?
They subbed in Nolan Carroll. He didn't do much.
Can you tell I got some pep in my step with him calling in?
You're pretty fired up. We've been talking about this.
And you saw it yesterday. You mess with him, you're going to get the horns of the Giants. He's lit a fire under that whole franchise. And you heard it. He wants to be great. He's saying, "Get me in touch with Jordan." Why not? I caught the ball for 3 freaking fingers on Sunday Night Football. Somebody get me Jordan's number. That's the way I would work in life. Somebody get me in touch with Michael Jordan. That's what I would do.
Rich, I'm wearing Jordans. Does that count to get you in touch with Michael Jordan?
That's as close as we're going to get maybe on the show.
Have you ever met Michael?
Of course. I once saw at a Jimmy V charity post-game karaoke event, I once saw Charles Barkley put Jordan in a seat and sing karaoke, "I Believe I Can Fly," to him. I've seen that.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern. On Audience.